Hi folks, this is Vincent Vinny Jr. with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to try out Welcome to the Dungeon. We just got this in the mail today, so we figured we'd check it out and see if it was any fun. It supports 2 to 4 players, it's for ages 10 and up, and the average play time is about 30 minutes. Based on what I read in the manual here, there's 2 parts to this. Basically, you all share one hero. One hero is going to be picked at the beginning of the round, so, we'll decide, okay, do you want to play as the rogue this turn? Do you want to play as the mage? Do you want to play as the warrior? Do you want to play as the barbarian? Each of these heroes has some equipment that they come with. And I guess they have different skills and equipment based on what character class you pick, as you would expect from any RPG. But basically, you're going to go ahead and pick one of these, and then we're going to be competing or bidding to see who is going to be the one that actually enters the dungeon. And on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to draw one card, you're going to look at it. You can do one of 2 things with it. You can either add it to the dungeon, face down, only you know what it is. So the higher the number, the harder the enemy is. Or you can decide to instead keep the card, put it face down in front of you, and then take one of the pieces of equipment that the hero has away from them. So you can do that to take it away from the dungeon. You can also pass on your turn if you want to, but that means that whoever is the last one to pass is the one that actually enters the dungeon. So the last one to pass is the one that enters the dungeon. Now, if you fail in the dungeon, you flip your handy-dandy card to the red side. That means you've taken a hit. If you get hit, if you go through another dungeon and you fail again, you're out of the game. But should you succeed twice, you win the game. Okay, sounds simple enough? So we'll give it a spin and see, again, if this is something that we'd want to do. What character do you want to play as first? The manual suggests that we play as the warrior first, but I'll leave that up to you. Which one would you like to try? Again, we share this character. This is the one that's going to be entering the dungeon.
I'll do the warrior.
Okay, the warrior. So what
I'm
we're going to do...
a big warrior fan.
Okay, so we're going to put the pieces out like that. This is the equipment that comes with it. So we've got this Vorpal sword, Knight Shield, Holy Grail, Torch, Plate Armor, and Dragon Spear. The Dragon Spear allows you to instantly defeat the dragon when you're going through the dungeon. The Holy Grail defeat monsters with even-numbered strength. The Vorpal sword defeat one monster that you chose before you enter the dungeon. Knight Shield just gives you more HP. The warrior starts with 3 HP, but as you go through the dungeon, you're going to be taking hits. Unless you can use this equipment to kill the monster itself. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead. I'll start with you.
Do I get those instantly?
No, this is shared. Yeah, well, the way this works is, again, we're going to be bidding to see who enters the dungeon. If I enter the dungeon, I'm going to be the warrior. If you enter the dungeon, you're going to be the warrior. But before that happens, we're going to be creating the dungeon deck and seeing who has to face it, basically. Again, the last person to pass is the person that goes into the dungeon.
So never pass, basically.
So if you pass, no, because if no one ever passes, and then I decide to pass at the last second, you're gonna have a huge dungeon deck that you're gonna try and have to defeat, and you may not have the strength to do it, depending on what gets put in here. If all hard cards get seeded into the dungeon deck, then you're in trouble. Okay.
Wait, you said the last person who passes has to go.
Yeah, the last person who passes has to.
What if I don't pass but you pass?
Then you go into the dungeon.
Oh.
So if I pass, you go in the dungeon. If you pass, I go into the dungeon in a 2-player game. Okay? Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So you get to don't show me what it is, but now you can decide. Do you want to put that face down and start the dungeon deck, or
I'll start it.
You're going to start the dungeon deck with that. Okay. Now I'm going to draw a card. All right, now this is what I got. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the dungeon deck. Now you get to go.
I'll also put this in the dungeon.
He's going to put that into the dungeon deck. I'm going to draw. I will put this face down in front of me and sacrifice one of the hero's items. I will sacrifice... I will sacrifice the Dragon Spear. Okay, so the Dragon Spear, that piece of equipment is out. Whoever becomes the hero or the adventurer doing the dungeon will not have access to that.
I will do it is I will pass.
Well, no, you already drew the card.
Oh.
Well, let me see if you can. Hold on. Let me see if you can pass.
I didn't know I had to do it before or after.
No, you have to. You'd have to. Well, you already looked at it, so you just you can either add it to the deck or you.
I'll remove one. An item.
You're gonna remove an item.
I'll do this one.
All right, that's 3 HP.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now I have a choice. Do I want to pass or do I want to keep going? Right now, he's got 8 HP, plus a torch, a holy grail, and a sword. So I'm going to draw, and I will add that one to the deck.
I will pass.
You're going to pass. Okay. Now I, as the warrior with this remaining stuff, have to try and defeat this deck of cards. So let's one by one see what we got. We got a skeleton rated at 2. Well, luckily... defeat... Oh, I have to choose one for... Defeat one monster that you choose before entering the dungeon. I will choose... let's see. There's an... I'm sure there might be... Since I got rid of the dragon sword, there may be a drag... I'm going to go ahead and choose the 9, just in case the 9 comes up. Alright, but anyway, this is a 2. Now, defeat monsters with even strength numbers. Okay, sorry about that. There was an ambulance or fire truck coming up the street and was very loud. But anyway, that's the downside to living on a main road. But anyway, so this Holy Grail defeats monsters with even strength, even numbered strength. This is an even number, so I defeated this one. All right, next one is a 3. All right, so do I have a torch? Defeat monsters with strength 3 or less. All right, so that means that I managed to do that. Now, do I have to get rid of these as I do it or no? Let's see. Do I have to discard the item in question? Dungeon phase. If you still have the equipment. Okay. No, looks like I'm alright. Okay. So, next up we've got a 1. So, the 1... Oh, defeat monsters with strength 3 or less. No problem there. Last but not least, we've got the dragon. It's a good thing I picked that number 9 there.
No, I did that on purpose. I actually got that the first card I drew.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
That's why I passed.
Now, the Vorpal sword, I chose the 9 because I got rid of the dragon sword. Now, had this equipment been here, that would have defeated the dragon automatically. Wouldn't have mattered. But with the Vorpal sword, I chose one monster and I picked the dragon. Luckily, I did that, and so I succeeded in my run. So I get one of these victory cards.
Oh, darn it. I was going to do that on purpose, too.
All right.
Been dead.
So the warrior did not lose any HP whatsoever. He's completely healthy. Not that it really matters. As long as you have... he has 3 HP by default, plus another 5. You took this away. This would have been another plus 3 that he would have had going in. So let me do this. Let me put all these out. You want to choose someone else?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to try the mage.
The mage. All right. So you're going to try the mage.
Let's see what his abilities are.
All right. Well, let's put him over here where the camera can see him.
He got some special ones.
All right. So the mage, polymorph. Let's see here. Polymorph. Replace one monster you draw with the next monster from the deck once per dungeon. So I could, if it's a really nasty one, I can replace it from the deck, assuming I'm the one that goes in it. The Wall of Fire gives me 6 HP. Mage only has 2 HP, so he's very weak. So this Wall of Fire will give him extra HP. Holy Grail, defeat monsters with even strength numbers. Demonic Pact, defeat the demon and the next monster. And then this is a bracelet, which gives me plus 3 HP. Omnipotence, if all the monsters in the dungeon are different, you win the round. Okay, apologies again. Apparently there's a very big fire up the street and fire engines keep zooming by. Okay, so I'm trying to make as many cuts as possible so you don't have to hear it. Okay, so I guess I'll start now. So I'm going to draw a card, and I will add this to the dungeon. He's thinking.
I will add this.
Alright, I will draw and add this to the dungeon.
I will keep this, and I will remove this one.
Demonic, what was that?
Fact.
It removes, it kills the demon and the next monster after it is what he got rid of. Okay. So
that's like overpowered, although...
I'm going to draw that one, and... I will add it to the deck.
Actually, keep this one.
You're going to keep that one and get rid of another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
The plus whatever it is?
6.
Plus 6. Alright. I will... Hold on. I'm going to pass.
Darn it!
Because he only has 5 HP now. So now this is who you're going to have to face. You're going to have to face these cards. Alright, first one is a 5. Let's see if you have anything that can help you. Hold on. This is defeat monsters that are even numbered, which this is not. Replace one monster you draw with the next monster from the deck once per dungeon. So you can use polymorph one time to...
How about this one? Plus 3. How about this one?
Well, let me see it. I can't read it. If it's
are different.
If all the monsters are different, you win the... Well, let's take a look. They are not. There's 2 1s in here, so that does not count at all. Alright, so what are you going to do with the 5 here? Are you going to use polymorph?
I'll use polymorph.
Alright, so he's going to use polymorph, and that means you draw 1 from the deck to replace him, which is a 6. Now,
that didn't help
the Holy Grail defeats the even numbers, so that does work for you. Alright, next one is a 1.
I can defeat him.
You can. Well, that's 1 hit point that you took, so that's 1 hit.
Which I have 5 for.
The 7 is defeated by...
Nothing.
Nothing, as far as I can tell.
It's a demon. That's why I was
You got rid of it. Yeah, you got rid of the demonic pact. So you took 7 points of damage, and then there's another 1. So that's 9 points of damage versus your 5, so that kills you. So you have to flip your guide card over to the red side. And you did not survive that particular... But...
It backfired.
Yes, it did. You took the 1 card that you needed.
These cards were really low, by the way. They're only a 32 and 5.
Really?
Yeah, they weren't very high, so that's why I took them out.
Why? You were trying to get me to run the dungeon?
Yeah! So you have, you lose instantly.
Alright. So basically, this will determine, unless you win the next one. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick one now. Which one do you want to do next?
Do the Barbarian.
Barbarian. Okay, well, let's see what he's got. Alright, so he's got the ability to defeat golems. Defeat 1 monster after you draw it once per dungeon. Leather shield +3. Chainmail +4. Healing potion. When you die, come back to life with your adventurer's HP once per dungeon. And a torch.
Moly.
Yeah, this guy's pretty strong. This guy's nuts. Alright, so, what are you playing with this for?
Because I'm ready to draw mine.
Alright, go ahead and draw one then.
Let's see.
You going to add it to the dungeon, or are you going to keep it and take away something?
Let's see. What's his things do?
Oh, take your time and read it.
I'll actually take this one.
The healing potion, so that to get out of jail free card, you're going to get rid of that already? Okay then. My turn. Alright,
Okay.
I will add that to the dungeon.
You see why. I'll just play it.
My turn.
You'll fight him. Or I'll fight him.
I will add that one to the dungeon.
I'll also add this one to the dungeon.
I will add this one to the dungeon.
Yeah. Dungeon.
I will add this one to the dungeon.
I pass.
You're gonna pass. Okay. So now, moment of truth. If I can defeat this deck with what I've got, I win the game.
I don't think you're gonna be able to.
Really? All right, well, let's see. 2. All right. Well, I've got a torch. Defeat monsters with strength 3 or less. So fine with me. Done. Next up, 5.
You have that. Then.
I have a defeat 1 monster after you draw it. But well, this one says defeat defeat golems, which is this here. So my hammer defeats that. Alright, next up is the dragon. I'm going to use my fire axe to defeat 1 monster after you draw it once per dozen. So that is now used for the dragon.
Now let's see if I can get enough points to kill you.
2, torch, takes care of that.
Torch.
3, takes care of that. 3, takes care of that.
You won.
4.
4 damage.
4 damage, but I've got
You
4,
won.
4, and 11. So 11 minus 4 is 7. So I ended the dungeon with 7 HP. I get my second victory card, and I am the winner. So I think we played that correctly. If we made any mistakes, feel free to let us know in the comments below.
This like plays familiar.
You think so?
Have we played this?
No, this is a new game. I just got this the other day.
Wait, is there like another game similar to this?
There might be. I don't remember what the name of it is, but we've got over 100 games sitting.
Yeah, this looks like kind of familiar because I remember like the warrior and like the mage, but the other two were different.
There was a game that we reviewed a long time ago called oh crap! It was by Minion Games. It was it had to do with one person was the boss monster dungeon guy, and the other person controlled the heroes that were going throughout these monsters. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, that might have been what you're thinking of. But we've got a lot of RPGs, so you know.
Yeah. There's like there was one that's similar to this. It was a different one. It had like an archer or something. Yeah. It was like a warrior. Like you got the mage. Like.
Are you talking? Oh, you're talking about the dice roll or something.
Yeah.
You roll the dice and you have to try and get through the monster.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's epic dungeon or epic roll or something like that. I think the name of that is.
Epic roll or something.
All right, so there you go, folks. That was Welcome to the Dungeon 2-player game. If you guys want to see more, let us know. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince and Vinny Jr. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.